Hey everybody, it's Friday. It's your boy Gelson again here. Welcome to Friday All Black Walk Against Violence. Today I want to tell you guys a bit about emotional loop and how can that lead to violent reactions. Now, an emotional loop is simply a repeating pattern where our thoughts and beliefs produce feelings, intensive feelings that questions the rightness of our stories. Now, these stories can be self-told or someone else can tell them to us. Now, this depends on how do you take your relationship. Sometimes you question if you are adequately compensated for what you put in your relationship, if you get the same out just as you put in. Now, this can build in an emotion that happens at the same pace over and over again. You do that over and over again. You tell yourself stories and you question how right you are to those stories over and over again. So you relive an emotional loop. Now, this builds up, an emotional loop builds up if you don't break it. It builds up to a point where you can easily snap because anything out of that loop is questionable. Anything out of that loop may not necessarily be taken well with what the loop means to you. This is why you can easily snap when someone, especially your significant other, says something that does not necessarily correspond with what your emotional loop is about. You understand? So you can easily snap and then react violently. So the one way that I will tell to break that emotional loop is to actually do something different. You do something different. When you find yourself in a situation where you're asking yourself the same question over and over again and how right you are to that question, just don't give yourself the same answer. Give yourself a different answer, no matter how uncomfortable that answer may be. Maybe that's what you need to hear. So give yourself an answer that you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. And that will make you break that loop, get out of that emotional jail, that emotional loop of doing the same thing over and over again thoughtfully, and you'll be free. And since from there on, you'll be making better decisions emotionally. Peace out.